No time for an introduction. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're going to talk about Mark Latunski. Just a trigger warning, if you do not want to hear about cannibalism, skip this video. But anyway, Mark lived in Michigan with his husband Jamie Arnold. In late 2019, Jamie actually left Mark because Mark was a whole ass nigga. Jamie went on to say that he would come home and Mark would be in bed with other dudes. And even some of those times that Jamie caught him with other dudes in their bed, he would be like, hey, you want to join? And Jamie's like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to do that. So around September, Jamie left his ass. Good for you, sir. So Jamie left in September, but Mark was really with the shit. So immediately he stepped his whole game up. He got on this app called Grindr and he started looking for other dudes. And he found one because the next month in October, he found this dude whose name was James. Now they had been discussing like BDSM, dominatrix, I guess, type stuff. And so James kind of knew what it was. And on that first link up, he showed up at Mark's house and they got to it.
Suck on my toes, play with my butthole, come make it yours, pipe on it real slow, that's what I came for, that's what I came for, and nothing else.
Now, James was not ready for the switch up because Mark drugged this man and then tied him up, chained him up in the basement. He was like, he puts the lotion on its skin. So James woke up in the basement, cut the leather straps that was tied him up, ran down the road, and then called 911. Here's a snippet of that phone call.
Charlotte County 911.
I'm trying to get away from some creepy guy. He had me tied up in his basement.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I'm trying to escape from some guy who had me chained up in his basement.
The police got involved, and y'all, guess what? The police were literally like, oh, that's just gay people. You know they could be so aggy with an F, and did absolutely nothing, even though this dude was literally drugged and chained up in this man's basement. Now, my man Mark, he's a determined boy, and so when that failed, he was like, I'm going to try it again. The next month in November, Mark's neighbor, his name was Michael, he was just chilling at home. Somebody runs up to his door, knocking on the door, banging on it, screaming bloody murder. Michael comes to the door and he opens it up and there's this dude there. He's like, help, get that man away from me, help me. At the same time, Mark pulls up into the driveway. He's wearing nothing but like a leather skirt, straps, leather straps. He ain't got no shirt on. His beard is braided up. And this dude on the porch is screaming, help, that man chained me up. The police were called. And the police again were like, faggot. And did nothing. And then finally the next month, 52-year-old Mark found 25-year-old hairdresser Kevin Bacon and they decided to link up. Kevin had a roommate, so on Christmas Eve, he left his house. He told his roommate where he was going. He also told, I believe, his sister where he was going. He left the house to go link up with Mark. That was the last he was seen. Because he told some family and friends where he was going, it wasn't long or hard for the police to track down Mark. When they got to the house, they went inside, they went down to the basement, and that's where they found Kevin. He was chained upside down, hanging from the rafters in this man's basement. His back was stabbed, his throat was slashed. Now the police that come down there guns drawn, they looking at him hanging upside down and they look up and they're like, dude, what is man's nuts at? Mark cut his testicles off, deep fried them, and ate them. He ate them. I don't know about y'all, but I proposed the guillotine. Anyway, on December 15, 2021, almost 2 years exactly to the date of, he was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Rest in peace to Kevin Bacon. This sucks, but this story is crazy, right?